Welcome back to Panda Movie Recaps. In this installment, I am excited to delve into a horror thriller war film from the year 2020 entitled Ghosts of War. Be forewarned, spoilers are abound, so proceed with caution. The narrative unfolds against the backdrop of Nazi-occupied France during the waning days of World War II, where an American squadron of soldiers finds reprieve in the woods. Within this scenario, Chris, one of the soldiers, experiences a harrowing nightmare. Upon awakening, his attention is drawn to a spectral figure in a neighboring tree. This apparition locks eyes with Chris, who, growing increasingly unnerved, instinctively reaches for his pistol. To his surprise, when Chris reopens his eyes, the enigmatic figure has inexplicably vanished. As the morning sun dawns, the squad readies itself for a journey to an outpost. Amidst the preparations, Kirk, grappling with an irritating rash from his socks, seeks replacements from Butchie. This innocent request spirals into banter, leading to a heated argument between Kirk and Eugene. Chris intervenes, redirecting the squad's focus toward their imminent departure. Along the journey, the soldiers strategically ambush an incoming jeep, employing grenade launchers to devastating effect. Tappert seizes a trophy, an SS patch, from an officer, while Kirk confronts a reluctant opponent in a physical altercation. The unfolding events reveal an unintended wrong turn, prompting Chris to reevaluate their course. Before departing, Tappert acquires a Nazi officer's coat, adding an unexpected twist to their journey. Traversing through the picturesque countryside, the soldiers detect movement in the woods ahead. Halting their advance, the squad patiently observes as a group of refugees cautiously emerges from hiding. The journey presses on, and Tappert, displaying an unexpected act of compassion, extends assistance to a woman and child by providing them with the acquired coat, along with gold teeth and the SS patch. The squad's progress continues through flaming villages and desolate landscapes, culminating in Chris disclosing the true nature of their destination, an outpost housed within a castle that demands their safeguarding. Upon reaching the castle, the squad is met with a peculiar sight, guards hastily departing. Chris, suspicious of their abrupt exit, permits their departure. As the soldiers settle in, preparing lunch in the castle's kitchen, Chris takes it upon himself to explore the vast and empty halls. His exploration leads him to a piano, where he decides to play, filling the castle with haunting melodies. The echoes reverberate through the castle's nooks and crannies, creating an eerie ambiance. During this exploration, Chris stumbles upon a main study, discovering a conspicuous burn mark on the floor, indicative of a mysterious past event. As if that weren't enough, strange and indiscernible noises emanate from the vents, leaving Chris perplexed. Meanwhile, Butchie hears peculiar sounds emanating from a locked bathroom. Upon investigation, he finds the door mysteriously ajar. The squad reconvenes in the den, engaging in communal activities, when suddenly, strange noises pierce the air. Alarmed, the soldiers swiftly grab their weapons, ready to confront the unknown. Tappert and Butchie take to the main staircase, inspecting doors on the second floor, while Kirk and Chris, drawn towards the unsettling sounds, enter a room filled with covered objects, their curiosity piqued yet their understanding eluding them. The plot thickens as the mysteries within the castle unravel, leaving the audience in suspense and anticipation of what unfolds next. Venturing into the heart of the castle's mysteries, Chris, Eugene, and Kirk navigate the corridors, grappling with the unsettling revelations that the castle conceals. The inexplicable noises that once echoed through its walls now pale in comparison to the phantasmagoric encounters that unfold before them. The trio's journey takes them deeper into the abyss of wartime atrocities and spectral anomalies. Having identified the source of the strange sounds in the kitchen, Kirk and Chris find themselves at the threshold of a room where the doors swing open with an eerie creak. Undeterred, they press on, only to be met with a chilling tableau. a figure hanging in front of the window, an ethereal manifestation that dissipates like mist when the wind reveals the ghostly specter. The unsettling image lingers, casting an otherworldly pallor over the castle's already haunted ambiance. As night descends, the men gather by the flickering flames, seeking solace in the warmth of the firelight. Tales of the supernatural weave through their conversation, each story adding layers of unease to the atmosphere. Tappert, stationed by the window with his vigilant scope, becomes an unwitting sentinel, standing guard against both tangible and intangible threats. Eugene, the storyteller of the group, reveals the discovery of a journal in the basement, a relic from an 18-year-old Nazi who had claimed dominion over the castle. The narrative takes a macabre turn as the nocturnal silence is shattered by knocks emanating from the fireplace. The squad, attuned to the Morse code rhythm, deciphers a cryptic message. "I have no legs." An abrupt cessation leaves them suspended in disquiet. Chris, assuming the role of leader, commands the men to rest with caution. Tappert, entrusted with a strategic vantage point in the attic, surveys the surroundings not only for the impending Nazi threat, but also for signs of the supernatural. Eugene, delving into the basement's depths, attempts to unveil the secrets locked within a chest, stumbling upon a chilling family photo that connects them to the castle's enigmatic past. The night progresses, and the spectral occurrences intensify. Tappert, positioned in the attic, peers through his scope into a realm where the line between reality and the supernatural blurs. The apparitions of a hanged man and a ghostly boy materialize fleetingly, sending shivers down his spine. The castle, already a repository of wartime trauma, becomes a stage for a spectral performance that unnerves even the hardened soldiers. As dawn breaks, the squad engages in a sobering discussion about the hastiness of the previous squad's departure. Eugene unravels a disturbing episode involving Tappert in Paris, hinting at the soldiers' dark and enigmatic past. Tappert's sudden presence on the balcony adds an element of mystery, further heightening the tension within the squad. Revelations about the previous squad's fears, a radio transmission hinting at 50 German soldiers en route, steer the narrative toward strategic decisions. Tappert, advocating for a retreat to the woods, clashes with Chris, who insists on safeguarding the castle. Their debate unfolds against the backdrop of the attic's discovery, a pentagram hidden beneath a rug, evoking suspicions of Nazi occult rituals. Tensions escalate as Eugene's fingers are caught in the wardrobe, fostering distrust among the squad members. Mirrors reflect ghastly images, and the specter of a hanged woman heightens the supernatural elements. The ensuing night becomes a battleground, not only against Nazi invaders, but also against the spectral forces that seem to converge upon the beleaguered castle. The aftermath paints a grim picture, with casualties and a squad contemplating the mercy of euthanasia for the wounded. Tappert's actions with the Nazi bodies reveal a gruesome twist that shocks even battle-hardened soldiers. Eugene, piecing together the haunting history, uncovers the unspeakable fate suffered by the castle's former inhabitants at the hands of the Nazis. Haunted by the chilling revelations, the squad grapples with a confluence of war-induced trauma and paranormal manifestations. The castle, once a bastion against wartime threats, now stands as a crucible where the boundaries between reality and the supernatural blur. As they traverse the basement in search of artifacts belonging to the ill-fated family, the squad inches closer to unraveling the enigma that binds them to the spectral echoes of a dark and haunting past. In the labyrinthine corridors of the castle, Eugene embarks on a quest for his lighter, while Chris stumbles upon a journal, a seemingly empty vessel of information. Eugene's ominous demeanor upon his return sparks an air of foreboding, only to be interrupted by Kirk urgently summoning them back. Butchie, roused from slumber, cryptically utters that this isn't real and points accusatorily at unseen entities before drawing his last breath. His dying words echo a haunting imperative for Chris to remember. As night descends, the remaining squad members grapple with the decision to leave the castle. Chris advocates for burying the bodies of the enigmatic family first, and his request to inspect the journal unveils a baffling revelation. Its previously blank pages are now filled with mysterious writings. Eugene proposes deciphering the journal for clues, but insists on leaving the castle first. The squad solemnly buries Butchie in the garden before embarking on a journey back to base camp. Their return journey, however, takes an unexpected turn. A trashed ambulance and the reappearance of the same group of refugees raise questions about their surroundings. Contemplating the possibility of being trapped in an afterlife, they encounter a peculiar building that prompts them to reassess their course. Upon revisiting the ambulance, the sight of Nazi bodies compels them to change direction, navigating through the ruins of a once vibrant city to spend the night in the woods. Tappert's unsettling dream, featuring a hanging scene in the attic, blurs the line between reality and nightmare, to transpire. Anticipating a spectral encounter, the squad awaits the ghosts. Footsteps materialize, converging on Chris, who pleads for the apparition to be shot. The journey unfolds as they follow Chris to another house, where surreal images transport them through different dimensions. In a poignant revelation, they find Chris beside the family's lifeless bodies. The soldiers bury the bodies, uncovering a final journal entry that transforms their understanding of the family. A shocking truth emerges. The family was Afghan, risking their lives to save Jews. The mother's vitrulac curse, designed to haunt the Nazis, surfaces as a poignant explanation for the supernatural events. As Eugene revisits the journal, the words metamorphose, warning that burying the bodies empowered the ghosts to return. Darkness descends, and in the attic's pentagram, Tappert summons the ghosts. The spectral entities launch an ethereal assault, impervious to conventional weapons. Yet, a glitch disrupts their onslaught, and Butchie's apparition imparts a surreal revelation to Chris. Chris awakens in a hospital bed, surrounded by medical personnel. The fragmented memories coalesce, revealing his true identity as a soldier in Afghanistan. The simulated reality, designed to aid PTSD recovery, gradually unveils a tragic mission to extract a doctor, aiding the Americans. Tappert's humane interactions with local children foreshadow the calamity that befalls the family they were supposed to save. In a haunting memory, the squad witnesses the family's tragic demise, drowning, hanging, and burning at the hands of enemy combatants. The moral dilemma, fraught with inaction and silent complicity, haunts them. The revelation of their failure to prevent the family's death adds a layer of poignancy to the unfolding narrative. The facility's doctor clarifies that the simulation aimed to place them in WOEI without immediate danger. Butchie's unexplained demise within the simulation prompts Chris to question the anomalies, leading to the cryptic word vitrulac. The nurse acknowledges their utterance of the term, triggering Chris's recollection of the mother saying it after the explosion. An eerie convergence of reality and simulation unfolds as the facility's lights flicker and the ghosts breach the simulated reality. Convulsions seize the soldiers, and Chris, desperate to save his comrades, pleads to return to the simulation. As he re-enters the simulated world, the line between the supernatural and the artificial blurs, and Chris faces the enigmatic apparition, questioning its intentions.